Hello, thank you all for tuning in to Concrete Rose Podcast. I'm your host, Shaya Queen, and today I have a great speaker. He's going to be my co-host, Michael Dickerson. And Michael, I would like for you to introduce yourself.
How y'all doing? I'm Mike the model from New York, and I'm out here rocking with Shay and the Concrete Rose podcast from New York to Texas. We're about to get it in.
Okay, how is it out there in New York today?
Well, I'm in Atlanta right now. It's cold. It's cold. So yeah, I'm used to the cold, so I love it.
Okay, like what's the degrees?
It's like 27 out here, but I'm so
Dallas,
used to like -8, -20. I'm used to the cold, so it's nothing to me.
Dallas out here it's like 42. It's like kind of cold, rainy.
Mm,
It's all right. I'm just in the house cozy, got the heater going, you know.
that's what's up.
Yeah. So today's topic, we're going to be talking about red flags when it comes to dating. And the first red flag that I want to talk about is going to be inconsistency.
Okay, so inconsistency is like not texting a person, not seeing how they doing. Well, to me, inconsistency is like not trying to spend time with that person, not trying to get to know them. Like if you dating somebody, you should always make time to get to know them, see what they about, see what they like, see what they don't like. So inconsistency is like not communicating with the other person.
Okay, so why would a person be inconsistent? Like if they are telling the person that they like them and all this other stuff, why would they be inconsistent?
From a man's point of view, if a man's inconsistent with you, it's either he's not feeling you or he's entertaining another woman.
See, that's what
So
I think. And it's vice versa for women too. If a woman is being inconsistent, she got something else going on. And
yes.
then the excuse is always, oh, I'm busy. Like busy doing what? Like we all got lives. We all grown. Like busy doing what? Talking to other women. That's,
Yes, ain't
that's
no person that busy where they can't hit you up and take 2 minutes to see how you doing.
so y'all listen to that. If a person is being inconsistent, they got something else going on.
Yes.
That's number one. So the next red flag that I want to talk about, we're gonna talk about addiction. That
So addiction, like from a man, if addiction from a woman is like seeing she's like using drugs, she's drinking too much, she's smoking too much, she's partying too much. Addiction could be anything other than just drugs. Addiction could be clubbing, hanging out too much, staying out all times of the night. So there's a lot of addictions that we see, but we ignore it. But we have to stay woke about addictions that men and women have. A person that we supposed to be dating.
yes, and I can talk about that too. Vice versa for women. Addiction that most men have, and one of the addictions that most men have that's really a red flag for me now is smoking weed.
Mm,
Because that's like a man's supposed to lead. So if he got this addiction with smoking weed or gambling and all this other stuff, like how he gonna lead you I mean, just think about it. How can he provide like if his last gotta go on the weed? So you're
yes,
gonna be lacking at something.
yes, yes,
So have you ever dealt with a woman that had addiction?
yes, yes. I dealt with a couple girls that was addicted to cocaine and alcohol. So like, yeah, girls that I dealt with in the past, they will, I guess, go skiing as they call it to go party. You know, they'll use a lot of powder and be partying a lot, drinking a lot, but and then seeing how they change into a different person. So I feel like if whatever you do, if you can't handle it, you shouldn't be doing it. So yeah, I dealt with a couple of chicks that was addicted to different things in the past.
I have too. I've dealt with some men that was addicted to some stuff, cocaine, and I just you got to get away from them type of people because they will hurt
Yes,
you. I'm telling you, they get violent. They want their drug.
they'll
They
do
they bad.
whatever to get it.
hmm So I do have some pictures of you in your cuts. I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to add them on at the end. Okay, so that was the second red flag. Y'all pay attention to those addictions, cause those addictions. Yeah, it'll cost you your life because if they want them that bad, they probably would kill you to get that high
Yes.
or get that addiction. So the third red flag that I want to talk about is like being overly nice.
Hmm. Yeah, that it's like when a woman is too nice, there's something going on. Why you so nice? Just like a man. When a man is too nice, it's like you that's not a way to start off a relationship with a person. You don't want to be too nice because no woman want to be cluttered. And a lot of women don't like men that's clingy. So if you're too nice, that's kind of like a turn off. You think you're doing something good, but it's kind of a turn off to a woman. So yeah, too nice is like it's not a good way to start when you're dating somebody.
To me, I think that that's love bombing. Like for like when they talk about narcs, like how
Hmm.
they try to love bomb you in the beginning, and once they get you where they want you, then all it just go out the window.
Yeah,
So to me, it's just that's a red flag for me. No, you just being too nice. No, something that's not right. Mm-mm.
yes.
Okay, so that was the third one. We talked about being just overly too nice. And the fourth red flag that I want to talk about is going to be like being controlling.
Mm.
Like you got some people that's so possessive, they just controlling.
Yes,
That's a red flag right there. Have you ever
yes,
dealt with that situation?
yes. I have like controlling as far as like I'm sleep, girls going through my phone. Like girls want to see who I'm texting. They'll steal the phone number out my phone and call them. Like how you know my man? Like yeah, I've been in a lot of controlling situations that make me look like oh my god, you was crazy. So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, controlling, controlling, it's a lot when you're dealing with somebody that's controlling. Whether it's possessive, they want to control who you talk to, who you hang out with, who you go visit, where you go. So yeah, is
Where
that's
you at?
very that's a controlling is a red flag when you're dealing with somebody.
Yeah, turn the Google Maps on your phone and could
Mm,
where you at? FaceTime me and
mm,
that's a red flag, especially in the beginning when we just dating.
yes.
You out? I don't need to let you know my location and where I'm at and who I'm with.
Mm-mm.
No, no, that's a big red flag. Just
Yes,
being controlling. Y'all pay attention to this. That's a big old red flag.
yes.
So the fifth red flag that I want to talk about would be cheating.
Mm. Okay, so cheating could be anywhere. People think sex is just cheating, but that's not true. Cheating is like entertaining other people, like just texting, flirting, lusting. There's other ways of cheating other than sex. Like if you're dealing with a woman and like social media is a big part of cheating because hiring other women's pictures, commenting on other women's pictures. Same with a woman. When she's dating a man, she's lusting over other men, commenting on other men's pictures in their DMs. So yeah, cheating is more than just physical. You can actually cheat on somebody without even touching them or, through airwaves.
You know what? It starts in the mind when it comes to cheating. Because before cheating even happened, you got red flags before the cheating even happened.
Yes.
Like for example, like you said, liking other people pictures. Because if you like their pictures and too many of them, eventually, if they respond to you or you get in their inbox, you're gonna talk to them. So it started mentally. You
Yeah.
already knew what you wanted to do. Then if they inbox you, y'all get each other numbers, and you got to do all that before you even do the physical stuff when
Yes.
it comes to it.
Yes. That's big. Pay attention, y'all. Like she said. Once you think about it, then your mind tells you like, okay, I want to do something with this person.
Yeah. And the last red flag that I want to talk about is gonna be lying. You know,
Okay.
those little liars that
Yeah.
tell you I'm gonna
So
call you
like,
back or I'm gonna do this and never do it.
yeah, I feel like when you're dealing with a woman, even if you get her mad, keep it 100. Like always tell the truth because she might be mad at you, but she's gonna respect that you told the truth. Because lying it only puts you in a bigger hole than what you're already in. So lying, it gets worse, and then you gotta cover up a lie for that lie. You gotta just keep going, keep going. So yeah, it's best to just lying ain't good. Just keep it 100, tell the truth, and then they'll be mad, but they're gonna respect that you told the truth. So your lying is another red flag that a lot of men and women shouldn't do.
Yes. So I just named those red flags, and the question that I have for you is: have you ever done any of those red flags?
In my past, I have, because I was young and immature. So yeah, like I'll be dating a woman and I'll entertain other women. So I've done that when I was younger. But as you mature, you just your mind is different. Because I'm 35 now and I'm not doing the same thing I was doing when I was 21. So I was too young to realize the red flags I was giving out. But now that I'm older, I realize like, damn, that was dumb. For me to do that was dumb. So as you get mature, you realize where you messed up at, and you make sure you don't do them same red flags every time you get in a new relationship. So I learned from my past. So I feel like everybody, men and women, should learn from their past. Mistakes they done with their partners and they learn from it, don't bring that on to the next partner. You should be better than you was in a relationship before.
Yes. See, my red flag, I'm just gonna be honest, is the being consistent.
Hmm.
Cause I just don't trust people too much.
I
But
feel you.
when I like you, I just be out for that one person. But if it's me just dating and trying to date around, if I'm not feeling you, I'm not consistent.
Yeah,
Or if you being inconsistent, it's gonna make me be inconsistent. Cause
yeah,
I'm just not going to
I
chase
feel you.
you. Or
Yeah. Men not supposed to be chased anyway.
exactly. See.
A lot
Mm-hmm.
of dudes, I don't get it. Like a lot of dudes I see on social media, they want women to chase them, and that don't make sense because men are supposed to chase women. Women's not supposed to chase men because we the leaders. So how
But
we want
they want
women to
princess
chase us,
treatment. They
huh?
want princess treatment.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
They want to be a baddie. They want to be a woman. So.
Oh my God.
Okay, so it's a picture that I have of you in my
Yes,
phone.
yes.
And it was this cut that was on your back. And I just want to talk about that. Like, what
Okay.
happened?
So basically, like I was dating this girl in my past. She was very drunk. She was an alcoholic. We both was drunk, but I took the bottle from her and I told her she had enough to drink. So she threw a bottle of Amsterdam at me. That broke, and then we got into a heated argument. So she stabbed me with a butcher knife in my shoulder, and then I pushed her and she fell. So when I tried to leave out the crib, that's when she hit me with a box cutter in my back, and I got cut in my back. Had to go to the hospital, get 30 stitches in my back, and I couldn't shower, lay down, or sit up for a month straight.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
the doctor told me she'd have cut me a couple inches lower, it'd hit my spine. I'd have been paralyzed for life.
That is so sad. But that's the reason why I'm doing this podcast today, so we can just talk about those red flags and
Yes,
maybe somebody will listen and they'll learn about this stuff.
yes,
Like with the addiction part, you could be like in some danger, but just with the other little stuff that we talked about, that
yeah,
can lead to other stuff mentally, like lying, getting cheated on. That can cause something to happen to you mentally. You just don't want to go through none of that. No
yes,
heartbreak or nothing of that type of
yes.
stuff.
And one thing, like, I didn't even realize she was on powder until we moved in together. Because when we was dating, she never did it in front of me. We used to drink, go out to dates. That's it. But once we moved in together, I was like, nah, I don't do that. Like, that's not my drug. I drink, but that's it. But I don't do other drugs and stuff. When I start seeing her do that, I'm just like, nah. So I seen how it affected her behavior. So I was like, I should have saw that red flag, but then I ignored it. And she's like, oh, well, do that over there. I don't do none of that. But when you're in a relationship with somebody, you ignore red flags, knowing that you know better, but you just stay hoping it'll get better. But when you're dealing with somebody with red flags, it never gets better. until it's too late.
Yeah, until it's too late. And that was like one of my situations. I was in a 2-year relationship, and I was seeing the red flags, but I did not know that he was on drugs. I was
Mm,
like a year in, and that's when I started noticing that
mm,
I was suspecting it, but I seen it with my own eyes, and it was like, wow,
yeah.
like ignoring the red flags would cost you in the end. And
Yeah.
even when I found out, I was still trying to stick with him, but it only got worse
Mm,
because it went from one drug to two.
mm,
It's like, wow, like this is turning bad.
yeah. And that's what God wakes you up like, yo, you gotta go. Like, I think if I didn't get my back cut, I probably would have still been with her. But after I got my back cut, that was a sign from God, like, this is not the woman for you. Like, before you lose your life, get away from her. So sometimes you gotta go through something to just leave.
Yes, experience is the best teacher.
Yes. Experience.
The best teacher. I'm glad I was able to do this podcast with you.
Yes, yes, yes. I'm happy to be a part of it. And you know, you like the I never talked about it on a podcast, so it's like, yeah, you're the first podcast that I'm talking about a situation with.
Hmm.
So hopefully people will listen and learn from me. When you see somebody with addiction, stay woke and move away before it get worse. Or like once you see a red flag, leave. Don't stay. Don't try to save them because red flags they showing you who they are as a person. So if you don't want to deal with that, just leave.
Leave early because when
Yeah,
you get too far in, it's like you got a soul tie, and it's really hard to break that soul tie.
yeah,
Trust me, I know that. I should have left in the beginning, but I didn't. And when you
yes,
put 2 years into something, like you with somebody every day, and that's a long time.
yeah. It is.
And
2 years
then
a
now
long
you got to
time.
break this soul tie from this person, and it's not easy, and it's not no fun.
Yes,
1 minute you up, the next minute you might be down. It's a roller coaster.
yes, yes,
If you see them red flags, you can get out early.
yes,
Go ahead and
yes,
leave. Like don't waste no time. Just go. Don't even get too emotional or get your feelings involved with the people. Mm-mm. Let
yes.
them go. And don't save them because they don't want to be saved.
Mm-mm.
Y'all heard that rap song? Who sang that song?
Project Pet.
Okay, don't save.
Word.
He don't want to be saved.
Nope.
And I just want to thank you all for tuning in to Concrete Rose Podcast. And stay tuned for the next episode.